Hey, what's going on? I want to take a real quick look at this week's waiver wire. I'm doing it just off my personal leagues. What's out there in free agency might be out in your free agency. And if you're looking to fill some roster spots, maybe there's somebody out there that can. Starting at quarterback, Matt Ryan is available in my league. Doesn't mean he's in yours, but he was outside the top. I think he was ranked like 14th, 15th in most of the fantasy drafts I was doing. So he could be out there. Obvious reason. He looks like he might be back to form a little bit. He's always had the weapons. He's always seemed to have the talent, but he's never been consistent. But last week, not the Tampa Bay's pass defense is anything impressive, but he did seem to put it all together. So I would ride with him again, especially if he's in quarterback need. Up next, Carson Wentz from the Eagles. Not a guy I really believed in. Looked great. You could probably start him this week. Probably a FanDuel option. Honestly, I don't know what his price tag is going to be. But Brock Osweiler had no problem with the Bears. I don't believe in any reason to have Wentz having a problem with the Bears. And it's on that Monday night game. It's in Chicago, but still, I've always liked having guys. We're talking about FanDuel on that Monday night game, but that's it. We'll get to that video later in the week. So Carson Wentz, and then last, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys rookie came out. I think he's a rookie this year. I don't really know a lot about this kid, but I watched the game. He was mobile. He looked good. He had some issues. He didn't get in the end zone. Part of that, he had a couple drops. I mean, from his receivers, it hurt him, but guy looked good. He looked sharp. I love mobile quarterbacks. He had that. So if I'm looking to stash a quarterback, I think that's the one. I would take Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz because it's safer. But Prescott, I think, has the highest ceiling of these three. Moving on to running back. In my league, there's nobody out there. I'll check two of my leagues. There's no real free agents. There's no major injuries that's going to open up anything. This video is done before the Monday night game if something happens in that. But besides that, it's not a lot out there. Tevin Coleman for Atlanta, if he's available. Dante Freeman didn't do much with the carries he got. Coleman seemed to outperform him. Coleman's getting the passing down work anyway, even before that. Maybe Atlanta goes to a more running back committee. I would be willing to stash him for that. But outside of Tevin Coleman, I'm not really targeting any running backs myself personally. Going on to wide receiver, I don't see a lot out there once again. Will Fuller from Texans had a great game. I can't remember how many targets he had, but it was pretty high. I want to say like he got 9 targets or something. I could be exaggerating that. But I know he had over 100 yards. Dude looks solid. That offense looks okay. And then Mike Wallace from the Ravens. I think he didn't get as many targets as Steve Smith did. But I think Wallace, he showed some deep threat. I think maybe he could lead the Baltimore Ravens in receiving this year. Both these guys to bring in as a number 3, I don't know. And then something I do every week, defense streaming. I don't draft high on defense in any of my leagues. I just stream whatever's going to go on. And this week I think we got 2 good options. Ravens are playing the Browns, who just lost RG3. So I think Ravens did good last week, holding the Bills to 7 points. So I think that's a pretty good option. And then if that's not out there, the Jets. They're playing the Bills, who, like we just said, were only able to put up 7 points last week. Jets had a pretty good week last week as far as defense goes. So these are the 2 defense I'm looking to stream if I've got to pick one. Like always, man, that's it. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you got to do. Hope I helped you out. I'm hoping to have another video up this week, and obviously I'll have my FanDuel picks up later on in the week. Thanks, everybody. Later.